Hi, I'm Brett Harper with Harper Creations, and today we're going to show you how we like to finish out wood checks so that we don't have to epoxy fill them, and basically that takes away from the piece, we feel. We're working on a 1800s wooden rib from a sailing vessel found and salvaged off the East Coast, and we're going to be just basically finishing these checks out. Cleaning them out and rounding the edges of the outside edges of the check so that way it's smooth to the touch. Basically just try to clean out all the little pieces of wood from when it splits. Get a nice clean groove so that way you don't have dust collecting in there. You got all the little pieces of wood and debris inside. It's gonna collect dust when it's sitting on in somebody's house. So we like to clean all that out of there. So that way it's easy to always vacuum out or use a Swiffer on or whatever you want to do. And like I say, we feel here at Harper Creations that it takes away from the character to fill all this stuff with epoxy. Obviously some pieces have to be like dining tables, or they don't necessarily have to be, but they can be. But if you finish it out like this, you keep the dimension. Keep the dimension of the piece and the check and the character. A little bit time consuming, but it's worth it. Basically what we do, we get finished, we just vacuum everything out. Cleaned it up nice. Sometimes you have to take a chisel to some of them, some of the strands of wood, or just to clean the debris out. Generally just like to try to use up old pieces of sanding discs. They come in handy when they get kind of too rough to put on a orbital sander. We just like to take those old sanding discs and use them for this type of stuff. That way we're using them to their fullest and trying not to eliminate waste. Still not quite as clean as we'd like to see it, so we're going to go ahead and just try to use a scraper and a chisel and clean up a little more. Without basically losing the integrity of the check. And the character, I should say. This wood had been sitting in the mud for quite some time. You can tell it actually discolored those wood, and it's we've been able to keep most of it on there, and some of it's shown through the old color of the actual old wood that they used for this ship. Well, for sake of the video, we're going to shorten it up and just clean the rest of this. Basically give you a little bit of an idea what it's going to look like. Basically, there we have it. About as good as it's gonna get for this moment, just to give you a slight idea. You know, just try to clean them out, leave the look, character look. That's pretty much it. It's gonna be a mantle and a for a customer that we've actually done a lot of renovation for. So this is going to be the mantle that they picked. Looks pretty cool. Pretty cool piece.